They sniffed bottle glue.
Oh my God.
What?
It's episode 178 of Seti Bimco, Part 2, The Revenge.
Wow.
We're traveling the world because our country's on fire. Yep. We asked the question, should this movie have a revenge sequel? And George picked this. What'd you pick? From what country?
I chose 1988 from Belgium, Rabid Grannies.
Oh, and I'm Tim Hamilton, and this is George O'Connor.
That's right.
I forget to do that half the time.
We're both cartoonists.
Yep.
Yep.
Draw pictures. Drawing pictures. And we start every show with the age-old question, George.
Yep. Let's hear it, Tim. I can't wait to hear how awful it is.
Did the fortune teller ever get revenge on her assistant?
Ooh, she must be doing well to have an assistant.
Yeah. Who accidentally... what are you doing?
Nothing.
Did the fortune teller ever get revenge on her assistant who accidentally took her crystal ball to the bowling ball repair shop by mistake?
Oh my God! How does that happen?
They couldn't fix it, so you know what they did, George? The bowling ball shop. They gave her a spare. Wah, wah.
I'm done.
It's Seti Bimco Part 2, The Revenge. The show where we create revenge sequels that nobody wanted.
Seti Bimco, Part 2, The Revenge.
Yep.
Here we are. We're here. Ooh, what happened to you this week? You're just eating food, leaving me to talk.
I'm leaving you to talk. I'm eating some delicious dried mango.
I carved pumpkins. Our building had a little pumpkin carving. We're like a community here.
Yeah, we were recording the day before Halloween, so it's All Hallows Eve.
But it's all over for all of you listening.
Unless you die tonight.
Yeah, then it's really all over.
Yeah.
But I was impressed.
Right.
There was there's a person who was like 12 or 13. And at some point, this person was talking about how in school, like it's New York City, she gets to make films in one of her classes. And like, wow, what would that be like?
Kid.
And she likes bad movies. I'm like, I like bad movies too. But I said, but I don't like the newer ones with CG. I don't know how that came up. And they said, yeah, I like practical effects. I'm like, oh,
wow,
fancy kid. So that
kid's gonna grow up to be us, and I already feel bad for them.
Well, I thought to myself, I can tell her some bad movies. So I'm thinking of movies we watch. I'm like, well, not that one. A lot of sexual assault. And not that one. That one's pretty disturbing. I finally found Robot Ninja, which you didn't watch with me, but
no.
Sometimes
did that have toplessness
Kevin
in it?
Cablasto. No,
I remember Kevin excitingly clapping and yelling "yeehaw" at some point.
I don't think so. But
does.
But they said to me, "Oh, I've already seen Reanimator, so I can see whatever."
Well, they've seen Reanimator. That has Reanimator's the one where the guy's severed head is performing cunnilingus on the naked woman strapped to a table.
Oh my God! I forgot. I haven't seen that forever.
Yeah, so I don't think this kid. I think this kid, whatever innocence they had not yet lost to movies, it's already long gone. They grew up in New York. I don't know if you know this, Tim. We're a bunch of deviants and sinners. Yeah,
see everything.
Yeah, we're bad people, and thankfully, our president's going to send in the National Guard to make sure we don't have elections anymore.
We're here to have fun.
It's fun. This is This is just some of the backstory as to why we're touring the rest of the. We're trying to get a taste of what the rest of the world is like by watching their old movies.
Old movies. This week in Belgium.
Go ahead. I have a confession.
George, do you have a confession?
I took no notes.
Well,
I made no lists.
Are you already segueing?
I just watched this movie. Oh, I thought you were segueing. Oh, you're going to talk Belgium? Okay.
I got the laws, George.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear the weird laws in Belgium.
Last week was so exciting. To read Tintin. With Grizzly 2. We forgot the laws.
I forgot what country that was. Was that Hungary?
Hungary.
Okay.
Odd laws in Belgium, everybody. Royal family restrictions. Members of the Dutch royal family are not permitted to become the king or queen of Belgium. I don't know how they get their kings or queens. I want to look into that more, but I didn't.
I would say, well, I've heard it said like that the Windsor family is more German blood than English blood because, if you are a prince or a princess, you have to marry another royal family. And though clearly a lot of royal families have married a little bit too close because they have weird, lumpy looking kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was all kingdoms. Yep. You watched the movie The Grand Illusion? Did you ever watch that, George? Talk about fancy movies. What? Made by the son of the famous artist, Renoir? Was it Renoir? the grandson of Renoir. I can't believe you didn't watch that. It was about the end. World War I was kind of the end. Like, this is the end of royalty and kings and kingdoms all through
How
Europe.
many boobs are in it?
None.
Asking for Kevin Cablasto, occasional co-host.
La Grande Illusion. It's you think you see boobs.
Oh wow! Oh, it's just a guy with like a watch going. You're getting very sleepy.
Yes.
You are seeing bosoms.
Well,
This podcast.
Another law: crop harvesting.
Right.
Only the elderly women, children, and the disabled are allowed to collect leftover crops after the harvest. Seems fair. Like America. It's like America. It is.
Isn't it America that only only immigrant labor can pick the crops, and then we decide that the problem is immigrant labor, so we're going to we spend our secret police force to get rid of them and round them up.
Yep.
I hear the farmers are doing real good.
Yep.
They're doing good right now.
Sorry, farmers. But here's the best one.
Okay. Oh, you remember to get 3 this time.
Driving into oncoming traffic. In some specific situations, you may legally drive straight into oncoming traffic.
Wow, I want to know what those. Maybe it's like if rabid grannies are attacking, you need to get away.
Is that your segue already?
Yep.
I was going to say, if you hear a certain Trump gets elected, you're like, I'm just going to drive into oncoming traffic.
A certain Trump.
Yeah. Hopefully, never another one.
Who knows? Who would have ever thought this guy twice? But hey, he
segue.
does something for some people. Another segue.
They're not just grannies, they're party animals, ready to get down. Get funky, get wasted. Rabid Grannies. Grannies serving up something special for dinner. Rabid Grannies.
Well, it's a 1988 Belgian French horror comedy. Written and directed by Emmanuel. Is that right? Emmanuel?
Yeah, Emmanuel Kerven. Yeah,
It stars. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Didn't do much else besides this, unfortunately.
It stars a lot of people that we don't know. Although,
I'm sure you came across this and saw this, but apparently, not only is this this is one of the only independent films ever shot in Belgium.
Really?
In fact, I think this might literally be the first independent film ever shot in Belgium. Belgium, as a country, apparently just doesn't have a film thing.
They hate moving pictures.
They hate moving pictures. They hate projected images on walls.
Are they? Were they the ones that first projected the train on the wall?
I think who did that? You were there, Tim. What country when that happened?
I think it's France. It was the Lumiere brothers.
Okay. Oh, that sounds.
Yes, I think they were the ones.
Wait. Seriously, their name was Lumiere, and they projected light.
Yep. I think they. I think.
You think that's not their real name?
I think that's the real name.
Their name was really like.
They mysteriously disappeared. I think it's the whole story. I read a lot about it when they were taking their camera to somebody. I think to Mark Twain.
Mark Twain killed them.
Maybe.
I like that you automatically go to Mark Twain. You just can't help it. You gotta say Mark Twain.
So, this movie is only an hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah, because we got a cut version.
You told me there was more gore, and I was like, it doesn't need more gore. It needs more story.
What's insane to me is that, so this version was released by Troma. We all know Troma. I think we've done Troma films before. They did The Toxic Crusader, Class of Nukem High, Sergeant Kabuki Man. They did Confederate whatever, the one that you liked.
Yeah, they bought it. We've watched the films that they've bought more than they've
we haven't
made.
done like a proper, I think you're right. It's always, so this is a movie that they distributed, and bananasly, they cut out a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow. Just gore.
Which... apparently it's all gore, but apparently there was so much gore that, I know Emmanuel Kerven felt really bad that he felt. Now the movie makes no sense. I'm like, that's
just because of the gore being taken out.
Well, I mean, so
did Belgium make movies before this movie? It seems like this movie put the kibosh on.
I guess this was the first independent film made in Belgium, and I don't know if they've done any others. That could be just a simple matter of in Europe, they actually value artists, so they, will bankroll them to do stuff. So maybe it's a situation like that.
Home of Tintin, right?
Yep.
And what's his name?
Captain Haddock?
The creator of Tintin.
Oh, Hergé.
Hergé. Is that how you say
Hergé?
Hergé.
No, I don't know. Got it. We're bad comics artists.
Sadly, a bit of a fascist. But that's a story for a different podcast.
I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
You did not know that?
I once, when we were in our studio, Tim, there was a member of our studio who shall remain nameless in this instance, who was a huge Tintin fan. You could say like much of their art style is based on Tintin. And I was talking to him and I said, has there ever been a woman in Tintin? Not even as a character, just like literally a background character. Mm-hmm. And he was like, huh. And it turns out, like, he finally found there's an old battle axe Harridan lady that appears in a couple of them just yelling in crowds, but that's it. So, like, not only is he apparently a fascist, he is a man who has a poor attitude towards women.
Another cartoonist, not in our studio, did a comic referring to that. He did like Tintin, the character, like because Tintin's a reporter, everybody. Mm-hmm. And he like dug his way.
He's like Jimmy Olsen without any Superman stuff, just like a weird little guy and a talking dog.
I can say he's not in our studio. He's a cartoonist known as Nick Bertozzi. He's a well-known cartoonist. He did a little cartoon about Tintin, like discovering the ghetto in World War II, where Jews were kept, and he he didn't report on it. He's like, well, nothing to see here. I guess he was referring to the fact that Hergé was a little bit of looking the other way kind of person. Anyway.
Yep.
Let's move on.
I'm sure Nick Bertozzi is going to enjoy it. Well, actually, we gave him a plug for his
work.
We
can tag him, and he'll listen to this. We'll get one more listen.
And he'll be like, oh, I have to stop being friends with those two. It's been on my to-do list for so long, and I just never acted on it. Now
he's crossing out our names right now.
He's very tall, too, so he could just, I don't know. Yeah.
He had to bend over and cross out our names. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Or I was thinking like he could just sit wherever he was and just reach out with his monkey long arms and do it. He could be like, I'll say it because we're doing Europe. I'll say his 6 meter long arms. Just reach out.
Anyway, segue.
So did you catch the name of this film when it was in Belgium?
The French name? No.
Yeah.
You say they speak French there. You told me that, George. Don't lie to me.
They do. Yeah, but
what's it called?
But I forgot now. I've lost it. It was Les Mêmes something.
Les Mêmes. Yeah, what would Rabid be?
Les Mêmes Cannibales. I really Italianed that up.
You did.
Yeah. So I think that means the cannibal ladies, or yeah.
Yeah, because there's no rabies in this.
There's no rabies. There's not even grannies. They are great aunts.
True. They could have grandchildren. Aren't these? They're some of their.
No, they're specifically dowager aunts.
The sound was terrible, and yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, wait. Did we have to read subtitles? I forget.
No, unless you watched one with subtitles.
I did. I often do that.
Yeah, I because I try to take notes, though I did not this time. And also, from what I understand, a lot of the actual actors dubbed themselves in this movie.
Okay.
So I always find that's better if the person actually speaks the other language. So like it was recorded in French, but they are speaking English in the dub, and it's mostly the actors doing it.
Well, here's
the plot.
The plot. Okay.
Yeah, let's just do
tell people the plot, because I don't know how we're going to talk about this. I have it too. But.
I mean, yeah, it's two elderly sisters. I think they're having their 92nd birthday. They have no direct ancestors or no children because they're dowagers. I guess they're twins. They're a family full of distant relations who all are performative. They're basically nice to him to get into the will. All show up at this party, and then there's one nephew whose name I didn't catch, who is the black sheep of the family because he was caught doing a black mass to Satan.
Right.
He has sent a gift in order to get back in their good graces, but really it turns the two aunts into like deadites from Evil Dead 2. And then
everybody seems to know this too.
Everybody seems to know what?
He was into Satanism.
Well, it said specifically he was arrested for that. That was what his great shame was. Like, I think they even mentioned it was in the newspapers.
Ooh, the newspapers.
So, because they're the Remington family. They're like a fancy family. They're all English.
They invented
at least in
the
this
gun.
Version. They invented the TV show Remington Steel.
No, the gun. And then
Starring
they built
Pierce
a big
Brosnan.
mansion with rooms that stairways go nowhere.
I did wonder if they were going to be doing that. If they don't do that.
It's the house is kind of like that, but
Yeah. So if you've ever seen Evil Dead 2, you kind of seen this movie. If you've ever seen Peter Jackson's Brain Dead or Dead Alive, it's also known as, you've kind of seen this sort of movie. Even if you've seen The Things, Reese and Seddy Bimco, you've kind of, it's one of those like over the top grotesque horror films. You're just like, what the whole time you're like, oh my God.
yeah.
And it's just kind of like you're set in one location and just characters are getting killed in imaginative ways and gruesome special effects. And that's kind of it. And I really liked this.
Oh, you liked it. I thought the film
I
was
love Evil Dead 2.
degraded so badly that I had a hard time.
It starts
Enjoying
at
it.
first when it was just the opening scenes. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be rough. But once the chaos started, I didn't really notice it as much.
Well, it does start with Miss Barnstable. Is that her name? She's the cook. And I think her assistant is Alice. I may fix these names, but they're
I want to say her name
goose.
was, yeah. And Miss Barnstable is like, if you could picture what like a fishwife looks like from England, maybe 6 teeth in her head. Says, oh my God, like that's, yeah, you could picture her.
No, she's like the house mother from Facts of Life, I thought.
If the woman from Hacks of Life had some hard
of
living.
She did.
Yeah.
Took care of those girls.
And then Alice was like, I guess the younger one.
Yep.
She was,
They have
I don't know what her main trait was.
I wrote fast. I have here they made Sullies and lobsters and stuff. Sullies. I don't know what they but they explained. Mrs. Barnstable says they're all here for their money.
I like that Miss Barnstable is Miss Barnstable too.
Barnstable, yes. That's how it's said, George. But she knows the family is coming for the money.
Yeah, Alice had been in town. Alice, the younger, newer one. She's like, the guy at the butcher was saying that the family has secrets. And Miss Barnstable's like, oh, who said that with the secrets? Keep your nose in your business. Then she pauses for a second. She goes, they do, though. They just in it for the money. And then we see in rapid succession the Remington family.
Oh, wait, George. Mrs. Barnstable? She says this family's like a stillborn calf. Soft smooth on the surface, but underneath just maggots and rotting flesh. What?
Yeah, I that line was amazing. I told you earlier today I was going to watch this twice. I only got up to that scene. I'm like, I got to write a list for this, and I didn't. But I hope you did.
I did.
All right, let's hear it.
Other things that are like a stillborn calf?
Okay.
Well,
here comes Eric Trump.
One of Trump's buildings, nice and smooth on the top, but underneath is rotting flesh in Eric's dead body closet.
Well,
there you go, Eric's dead body closet.
I thought you were going to say Eric's dead body. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay.
No, his dead body closet. It's like Anthony Kiedis and his partner when he lets his partner be on top because the top is soft and shiny. Underneath is silly old stuff. I mean, smelly old stuff you find under the bridge. There you go. I ruined it.
For those of you who don't know, just in case, how he's in his 60s and she's like what, in her 17s?
Her 19s? I don't know.
19s?
She could be older by now. But she's soft and smooth. Okay, it's also like RFK Jr.'s head if he wore a nice shiny helmet. There you go. Shiny soft helmet.
He does have worms in his head. That's a good list, Tim. Good job.
It's okay. I ruined it, everybody.
No, how'd you ruin it?
Just stumbling on my words. Stumbling.
You do it all the time.
Stumble. Ooh.
However you type this, I think it's the font doesn't work for you. I think you do it in Zap Dingbats or something.
I do.
You need to
Nobody knows what that is.
I know. You need to do a bigger type that is easier to read because you're always like, you type up, you're like,
Helvetica.
You do it in Helvetica? That's the most easy to read font there is, Tim.
No, Arial. I have it in Arial. I'm looking right now.
Oh, that's just the basic ass one.
But yeah, we do meet everybody.
All right.
Now, there's an overweight person who looks just like is his name Creosote?
Mr. Creosote from Monty Python and the Meaning of Life, yeah.
He looks just like him.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to remember all their names because there was a lot of characters. So basically, there is a family where it's like an older guy who is he's the direct relation to the Remingtons. Mm-hmm. And he's not. The woman is because he's just like a taxi driver and she's mad at him later.
Yeah.
There's the woman who is a direct among the Remingtons, and they have 2 kids who are just kind of fighting. And I guess we're supposed to think they're really awful.
Yeah.
They're not that bad.
No, the father eats their cookies because they're fighting about cookies.
Yep.
Like
Father
he
eats
does the Cookie Monster thing. There's just cookies all over the car.
They're just flying out the side of his mouth.
Like, you just made a mess in your car.
They lift the top of the father up, and like it's just Frank Oz's hand waggling about.
Yes.
There is a priest.
Yep.
He is Father Percival.
Percival.
Because they keep saying his name, and he's just a shitty priest. He's trying to get time off, and they're like, hey, you need to be here to throw bread in people's mouths. Or
yeah, I didn't hear what they said he had to stay for.
Yeah, they were just like, I think it was just like maybe wherever he is, he's like supposed to be cloistered away from us. He's like, well, you understand, it's for the family. They're like, oh, I get it, you need money.
Look at that line of people lined up to confess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be here all
He's like, I'll tell you. I mean, that would actually be
Huh?
the best part of being a priest, right? Hearing the confessions.
It's terrible.
Unless they were boring. Unless they're boring.
I had to do that.
You had to take confession?
Yep, because I went to Catholic.
I had to give confession. I remember
school.
I remember the one time I did it. It was right after. Well, I would always get out of it because
didn't you get trained for it? That's what I mean. We had our
I just
first confession. We had to.
I also got trained to pretend I had to go to the bathroom when we did it. So, like, that was really my move. I would be like, I have to go to the bathroom and just like go sit in the toilet.
Oh, to get out.
But the one time I did it, yep. Oh, not in the confessional booth. The one time I did it, I went in there and I was like, it was right after Halloween. And I was like, my friends and I came up to a house and they had put a bunch of pennies in a bowl up there. And my friends and I, we stole all the pennies. Then we felt bad and we threw the pennies in the woods. Okay. True story. And the priest is like, okay, say like 17 Hail Marys and go apologize and give them the money back. I'm like, I threw it in the woods. Also, I'm never going to talk to these people.
He says, I don't care. Go pick it up.
No, but like there's like a good 2 years of my life as a young boy. I'm like, well, I'm going to hell because I stole those pennies and threw them in the woods. What were they thinking throwing out pennies? All right, all right. Who else is there? There's the big guy who is like gluttonous, and
there's a businessman who sells weapons. And they're like, oh, hope they started the Third World War. I mean, third war. What did he say? Not Third World War.
Yeah, he says that. He goes, World War III is good for business.
Yeah, I thought he meant a third world like conflict.
No, he meant literally World War III, I think.
Third world,
and he's got some sort
more.
of new gun, and like they're working on, and like his coworker's like, why don't you put it in the trunk? You could use it your family getaway. I'm like, well, that's Chekhov's gun right there.
I was gonna say it was Chekhov's trunk.
Yep. Anyway. And then there's some other people I don't think really get things. There's definitely people who are there just to get. Oh, and there's a lesbian couple.
I didn't even catch that till a man called her lesbian. I just didn't even notice.
We see them as they're driving up to the Remington Manor, and they're like, do you think they'll accept me? Like, they have a whole talk about it. That's their intro. That's the only bit we see.
And there's a young guy, and he knocks a girl off her bike who's biking there. He's like a jerk.
Yeah, who? And yeah, there was who was the young lady? Like the lady that got knocked off the bike.
I think her name was, we'll get to it. I wrote it later. Begins with a B, I think.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Bouillabaisse.
He's driving down the road. He says, I'm coming to get you, Barbara.
Barbara. I watched that again the other day. Oh, that's a good movie.
You got all the time to watch these movies?
No, as I'm inking, I watch them.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh, I'm done now, but this is what I was doing. I was watching horror films while I inked. Watching horror films I'd seen before, so I don't have to look up.
They get there and they complain there's no electricity, but there is electricity in some of the lights.
Yeah, I didn't get that. They're like, we need to bring... Maybe it's like there isn't enough lights. So it's this huge manor. It looks like it's in the English countryside, but I actually know from the tiny bit of research I did for this...
Better be in Belgium, George.
It's in Belgium, yeah. It is a castle called... It was on location in a place called Kortrijk, which is a Belgian city. I probably pronounced it wrong. And this is the castle of Ingelmunster.
Did you make that up? Ingelmunster?
Nope. Ingelmunster, which I think probably translates as English monster. Or perhaps English cheese. I don't think so. Just
those names. So when I was in Germany, I stayed at a youth hostel on Frankensteiner Platz.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I found that endlessly funny.
Did you plots?
I told people on the street, hey, this is Frankensteiner Platz.
No, please, sir.
Please, sir.
Wendy's.
Ooh, what is Wendy's called there? I don't know.
Das Wendy's. This is good.
This is great. What's a Big Mac with cheese called there, George, in France?
Probably. Oh, in France, isn't it called Royale with cheese?
Yeah.
Now I'm actually
You were
curious.
so fascinated with that in 1993.
I'm actually curious about something. I think they might actually speak Dutch in Belgium too.
You're a little younger than me. I was an adult, and people are like, "Oh my God, did you see Pulp Fiction?" And then this guy says, "You know what a Big Mac with cheese is called?"
Tim, I was wrong. More people speak Dutch than English is their native, and then French is their native language in Belgium.
That's good.
56% speaks Dutch. 38% speak French, and the third official language is German, but only 1% speak that.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're the ones who got left behind after
Yep.
certain problems ended. All right, let's go talk about Rabid Granny some more. Huh?
Well,
So they're all sitting around the table.
Oh, yeah, they're sitting around
Yeah.
a big table.
Yeah,
having
and we're
dinner.
introducing all these characters, all the different stuff going on. They're all sitting there like vying to be the most beloved of the relations.
Our little child, I forget his name, is a boy. He's poking the priest.
child of the. He is the child of the lady who married the taxi driver.
And
He ate the cookies.
he's doing something to the priest, poking him. I can't tell. The film is so
little
bad.
fork.
And the priest grabs his hand and picks up his fork as if he's going to stab his hand
Yeah.
until everybody sees him. So we know he's a bad priest.
I'm trying to think if there's any other important parts that come up there. I do see.
It's very thin on story. Very thin.
That's the story. I'm eating mango again.
Alice goes to the gate because someone rings the gate, and Alice is like, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm afraid to go
Alice
to the gate.
is the
I
younger-
might meet Satan in the woods on the way there." Yeah,
And she goes to the gate, and
you're
there's
an adult
an old
woman,
lady.
Alice. Yeah,
I think there's something wrong with Alice.
she is the assistant of a.
I just looked her up.
Creepy
She's
old
related
lady.
to the little boy who played Lana Lang's son in Superman 3.
No,
There's something wrong with that kid.
no,
Yeah. No.
no. So there's an old lady at the gate who looks dubious, to say the least.
Also looks suspiciously like the two old aunts. So,
Yes. Yeah.
and if you're expecting any sort of clue as to what she is or who she is or some sort of revelation or anything, don't, because she's just an old lady that comes up and delivers a package to Alice to say, give this to the aunts on their birthday.
Which is today.
Which is today. So Alice comes back in. She does. And the aunts are so excited. Like, oh, someone brought us a gift. They did. Oi.
So she yells at her for letting open the gate.
Yeah,
Smart
she does.
one.
Yeah,
Smart
Miss
one, you
Barnstable
are.
does.
I can't do your voice.
You could do it. Try it again, Tim.
No, once you make me laugh. Smart one,
Smart
you
one,
are.
you are in it.
So
Buttons.
they bring this package. Like I say, there's not much story here. They bring this package. They open it. Do they open it? There's nothing in it. Was there something
From
in
what I have read, there was mist.
There was. I saw the mist.
Not see
I
much
saw
mist.
that. It went into their drinks. Well, before they drank their drinks, the mist
Like
went in their
dust
drinks.
or something. Yeah.
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 And then
I saw the close up of that. I didn't notice the mist, but I was looking down for a second, I guess.
and then they drink it, and their eyes, open wide, like something's happening.
And then immediately, it's very Sam Raimi, Peter Jackson early in his career. Like I said, one of the old ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, George, it did have a letter in it.
We should read the letter, right? Yeah.
It's a letter for the aunt telling them that the present is full of surprises, even though she has been left out of the will. It's one of those things like, you left me out of the will, but all's forgiven. Here's a big surprise for you.
Yeah.
This is from the satanic guy, I guess.
This is from the nephew who had been arrested for satanic stuff, and all the other people on the table are going like they're really alarmed because the aunts are like, "Oh, this is nice, isn't it?" And they're like, "I hope she doesn't like him. It's less money for us."
Yes.
And they're all getting nervous and stuff. But it turns out, I don't think this dude, whoever he was trying to get on their right side.
No, I don't think so, George.
No, because
Missed.
this weird dust comes out of this thing, gets into the two old ladies' drinks. They drink it, and then
everybody's demanding. The priest is like, Percival's like, where's the cake? Where's the ice cream? And they all start pounding on the table for cake and ice cream for like 5 minutes.
yeah, yelling a person's name too. It's very weird.
Why does the priest want cake and ice cream so much, George? Birthday cake and ice cream, George. Birthday cake. Why does the priest want it?
Is this set up? What, Tim? I don't know, Tim. Why does the priest want birthday cake?
Well, number one, he likes confessionary sugar. Sugar.
Yep. I like that joke, but mostly because I could see there was only about a 36% chance you got it out. You looked so nervous. You're like,
So nervous.
listen, English language, I don't like you and you don't like me, but we're going to work together to get this one joke out, okay? And you did it. Congrats.
Listen, Arial font. I've taken enough from you.
If you don't, I'm going to switch to Comic Sans. Then nobody's going to be happy.
Number 2, the candles remind him of all the happy Saturdays they would wax Sister Mary Edna Teresa's unibrow.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And most of the kids he hangs out with never bring cake or ice cream to the white van he hangs out in. Huh? Got to do it. It's easy jokes called easy humor.
Oh, man. That's got to be... If you just suppose there is such a thing as a good priest, right? Because there's got to be a couple,
there's
right?
There's some.
Yeah. But how disheartening. Like that is the go-to thing people think about a priest now.
So disheartening.
Like, you cannot bring a priest without somebody going, diddle, diddle, diddle. You know, it's so ubiquitous. It's like the donut joke with cops. Like, it's just got to happen.
Yep.
I think priests need to start eating more donuts, and then maybe they could steal some of that donut flack from the cops.
I was running with people in New York with runners, and I don't know why they did this. I didn't do it. We ran by some cops who were doing nothing, and the runners yelled at them like, why aren't you at the donut shop? And I thought, Jesus. But the cops were like, we're going. They just didn't. They just didn't care. Like, we're going in about an hour.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. They own up to it.
Good for them. There's a story you can take that story to your mom.
That was a good story.
And
if it didn't get cut on City Bimco, you'll be like, why didn't it?
Check out this podcast.
I think you'll be pleasantly appalled.
This movie didn't inspire me. I'm glad you liked it. I was like middle of the road. I just wanted more story, George. More story.
Yeah, there's not much story. So basically, they take the let's push it into overdrive. They're drinking. They get weird, and one of the two women, the one who's actually related to her, who's in the relationship with each other, one of the two lesbians, is all the way at the end of the table, and suddenly one of the grannies shoots her arms out, and they get super long, like Mr. Fantastic, but horrifying. Yes. And it grabs her and then yanks her across the table into her mouth and bites her head off.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, it's gonna be one of those movies. Everyone's screaming.
Yes, everyone screams and runs.
And they run in different directions.
The little girl of the one mother, before this, she had to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
There is some plot.
There is. Yes, the little girl, she's like, Mom, I have to take a giant shit.
I don't want to go to confession. Cut off a big turd. Can I go poop instead of confession? And her mom's like,
this guy on City Bimco used to do that.
The old George O'Connor trick, huh?
You know, they could. I would be honored if that's what it, like, to go to the bathroom instead of giving confession that became known as the George O'Connor. I'd be honored. So, but people forget this in the scene of, like, it's a good special effects, practical effects, like that little kid you were hanging out with today would have been approving.
Yeah.
It's very gruesome. Family freaks out and they run into different rooms. So the breakdown, as I recall.
George, I want to ask you a question.
Yub.
The actors playing Rabid Grannies, were they different actors than the Grannies? Because they looked slightly different. The Grannies.
You mean once they become monsters?
Yeah.
I imagine that there were stuntmen for at least some of those like, so yeah.
But they become different.
Very nightmarish, yeah. Like, we see one of the old ladies at this, like, her head separates like a Canadian on South Park, like, where, like, the head is, like, split right in half.
That's how they talk.
Like, it's very imaginative, goopy special effects.
Yes. I'm sorry that the film degraded. I'm sure it looked a little bit better in the 80s. In the 80s.
Maybe I wonder if we could, I actually want to try finding Les Mêmes Cannibals and see, like, I want to see more gore, because, like, how?
There's a video store
I want to see if it made more
Manhattan,
sense.
on the same street as Books of Wonder, I think.
There is?
Yeah, I've been there.
What's it called?
I forget. Because we watched that movie, Even Hitler Had a Girlfriend, and we wanted to see his other movie that was about
The Bodybuilder.
Documentary about women who travel and get paid, men pay them to, like, wrestle with them. And I showed them the cover of that book and the name. I told you this, they just looked at me and shook their head. They're like,
Sir,
and I was like, come on. I don't think you know it. The cover is a woman holding a man, like, between her legs. So then maybe they thought I was looking for porn. They weren't naked. Anyway.
Tim, when you do that sort of thing, you got to start off like, well, I guess you can't. Normally you'd have to say, yeah, it's the same guy who even Hitler has a girlfriend. And they'd be like, I'm dialing 9 and 1. If you don't get out of your suit, I'm going to hit 1.
Yes.
So
I'll tell you where that store is.
Yeah, I would love to know his stories because I need to find a good video store. Because did you ever go in there and ask for Storyville by Jack Weiss?
No, I don't think I was looking for that when I went in. It was just like I found it one day and I stopped.
Oh,
with
Academy
my wife,
Records.
and she's like, "Let's get out of here. This place is creepy."
It's Academy Records.
Okay, yeah, it's
Your
got
wife's from
records and
Boston
DVD.
now.
Let's get out of here.
I parked the car.
I was doing Jewish. Let's get out of here.
Oh, you're trying to do Jewish?
I don't know.
Yeah. This is a bad episode.
It's going downhill.
So they run to different parts of the house while they're eating, like the monsters are eating people. One room has the family with the 2 kids, but the one girl's at the bathroom. They haven't noticed yet.
She forgot all about her kid.
Forgot about her kid entirely.
2 kids.
No, the one kid's in there with them, the boy.
Oh, I didn't see him in there.
Yeah. And they the girlfriend of the woman who just got killed at the table is also in that room. And shortly thereafter, the priest comes in, and he's really craven and shitty.
And this is where the one guy's like, "I'm trapped in here with the lesbian."
Yep.
Somebody says that, yeah.
Yep.
Like, why are you so mad about this?
Yeah. Because he's a bad person.
Is that Mr. Creosote? No, he's a different room.
No, that was the cab driver guy who has the kid. And Mr. Creosote's in a room with the war profiteer. And
there's a young guy, because there's a young guy that goes to get in his car. He's like, "We're getting out of here" with his girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What? Leave everybody behind?" You don't remember they got in their car?
I remember them getting in the car, but I can't remember what happened to them.
One of the grannies chased them and kills the guy. And she's in the car with a woman, and she says, "If you sing happy birthday, maybe I'll let you go." And she makes her sing happy birthday.
And she sings it nicely.
"Free
and
to
she
go.
does
You're free to go." Yeah. But she walks away, and the granny starts the car and runs her over.
Runs her over. Yep. What else happens?
Just lots of deaths. Then
the
woman's like, my little girl, she should be done pooping by now. She's out there all alone. That's what she says.
Well, she realizes, she's like, I can't. How did I forget my daughter? It's a good question.
It takes her 2 minutes to poop.
I time it. We're in a race. It's the great race. And she, to her credit, is like, let's go out and get the kid. And her husband's like, let's not.
I know. So
the husband and the priest decide to stay there.
The priest doesn't want to do anything either.
No, the priest is also just the priest was about to stab a kid with a fork already.
Right.
So the mother of the 2 children leaves her husband there. She goes with the girlfriend of the woman who was killed, and she brings her son. She's like, I feel safer with you here. They go in the hallway to find the little girl who went in the bathroom.
And she's wandering around. What? This part's disturbing. This
is when you see as much as this movie is like Evil Dead 2 or Dead Alive, I feel like this is where we have a departure. So we're following the little girl. She's walking down the hallway. She's like, where is everybody? And when the granny's like, in here, Poppet. And she goes into like an old fashioned nursery. And she's like, wow, all the scary old toys. And the grandma's sitting there being like, you can play with them if you want. You just have to sit on me lap. And they come, and she's sitting there, and she's like, what? She's like, are we playing a game? She goes, we are playing a game. No, can we play a game, Aunt, whatever?
Monopoly.
We are playing a game already.
Oh, okay.
And, am I jumping on your list?
No. Just thought you want to play Monopoly.
Cut to the 2 women and the little boy walking through the hallways trying to find this little girl. And then they hear like a giggling up the stairs. They look up the stairs, and the witch just throws a leg down.
I know.
It's the little girl's leg. I'm like, whoa. And the mom is freaked out. She runs into the room, and the little girl is just in pieces. And there's
a strange little dog
eating her.
Licking it, or is it my film was so degraded?
I think that was wow. Yours really was bad.
That
Where
was
did you watch
dog.
It was a lady. Wow, Tim, you got to turn the. I think it's like you have your volume turned down. Not your volume, your brightness.
My brightness.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong. That's why I can't see my aerial. My aerial bold. In bright blue.
I would laugh so hard if that was this whole time. Like, oh. So,
if I can't see something to film, I just assume it's a poodle. Okay, it's a little dog eating.
Okay, some people have like dog blindness. You have the opposite of that.
Yes.
You only see dogs.
Only
Whenever
dogs.
there's nothing, you're like dogs everywhere. So the 3 of them run back into the room now, and the mom is just. She's kind of lost now. She seems to have been lost mentally. Like, which you would imagine. You walk in a room and see like a demonic old lady ripping apart your daughter. Even though I get from what I read in articles, like you're supposed to think that the daughter was a horrible brat.
No, just for pooping.
She's kind of a normal
during
kid.
dinner.
Yeah.
Not going to confession?
No, because she and the brother were having the fight in the car over the
About
cookies.
Come on.
And she made a joke about
Who
poisoning
hasn't?
her brother. Yeah.
Who hasn't? The last time I was
who
hanging
among
out
us
with you,
hasn't
George,
poisoned a sibling?
we fought about cookies.
Yeah, and they poisoned you. You didn't realize it though. You just
didn't.
thought you had the scoots.
You slapped them out of my hand, so I couldn't eat them. Great episode.
Bad date. Yep. So we'll come back to them later. While they're gone, the priest and the they don't go yet. They're back there. The priest.
I have it written right
leaves,
here,
right?
George. A dog is eating Susie. I wrote it.
Okay. You're just seeing shit that wasn't there, though. That's the problem.
Oh, you forget she picks up Gilbert, her son, and Gilbert is like this evil creature. Did you not remember that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He's like the granny in disguise or something, and she bites off the mom's finger.
She bites off the mom's fingers. Yep.
Everybody's getting things bitten off except the priest.
The mom gets it the hardest of anybody in this movie, I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, the Mr. Creosote looking guy does.
Yes.
That scene bothered me. Let's talk about that. So in the other room, Mr. Creosote and the war profiteer decide they're going to escape. They're men of action.
They need to get that gun, right?
Mr. Creosote, the war profiteer guy is definitely thinking that.
Yeah.
But they go into the basement to see if they can find a way out.
That's a bad plan.
Yeah, never go to the basement in these movies.
For a way out.
So the Mr. Creosote guy is very big, right?
Yes.
Although nowadays he probably would be considered big. He's like
We're not,
svelte.
Not shaming him. He just looks facially like Mr. Creosote.
Yeah, he does. And so they find what looks like it's maybe a way to the outside. The war profiteer he's the only guy with the French accent. He's like, "You fool, you could never fit through there." That's my French accent, I guess. Mr. Creosote's like, "Screw you, Frenchie. I'm going to climb out." Yes. So he goes there and immediately gets stuck.
He's stuck already. He does
Winnie
the Pooh.
He's stuck with just his butt and his legs are sticking out. And he's Winnie the Pooh. He's like, "Oh dear, oh bother." And the French guy is like, "Stop yelling, you fool, you called him here." And of course they come downstairs to the basement. The guy's still yelling.
And he hides the other guy.
What is the guy's name? Because he says it so many times. You think
War
I forget
Profiteer.
It.
I call him War Profiteer.
Daddy Warbucks. Anyway, War Profiteer guy like kind of hides around the corner and he's watching. And this is brutal.
Yep. The
two old grannies come up. There's this guy stuck in there, and they pull his pants down a little bit and just start eating his legs, and they're just like ripping the flesh and like licking the inside of it as it's tearing. It looks really painful, and he's just screaming like, "Ah!" It's going for it's awful. It's like 2 full minutes of just them slowly ripping apart this guy's legs and he's screaming hysterically the whole time. The French guy's watching, being like, and finally the dude dies like after like way too long,
right?
Like horrible violence. He finally I guess his heart gives out, and they're just sitting there eating it still. And they still don't know that the French guy's there, but he has just witnessed something so horrendous. He vomits horrendously. He goes, "It's all too horrible." And I'm like, that's actually probably a pretty realistic reaction.
Probably.
And he
does get
even though he was a war profiteer, is like the only guy who's maybe not an idiot in this. Yeah. He runs outside. He gets the gun. He's like, "I'll kill you," and he shoots one of the grannies so many times she breaks in half.
Yeah, she's like on the floor, right?
Yeah, it's like the way I interpret it, like she never gets up again. I think it's supposed to be like her spine severed, or maybe she's just the top half. And then another granny comes
this is funny.
In a suit of old armor, like from the Middle Ages.
Yes. How'd you put that on? You need help.
First off, you know what? I know from what we've talked about this on this very podcast before. I know I've mentioned in Bedknobs or Broomsticks when I was a kid watching that. There's the scene when they animate the suits of armor and people are shooting at them and the bullets are going right through them. I'm like, I didn't know. I always thought from watching Bugs Bunny cartoons they were impregnable, but of course they're not. Bullets would go right through that.
Not to modern armor.
He's shooting with his fancy gun on this thing, and the old lady walks right up to him and
cuts his arm off
and his legs.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe what happened to the other lady. I think he falls down the stairs with no arms, and he's like Darth Vader. And he lands right next to the old lady, and he's just going like, "Ah!"
And
how does the priest die?
They confront him, and I think they give him the choice to kill himself or they'll kill him.
Yeah, they get him, and the priest, because he's just shown to be a shitty guy, they're like, killing yourself's a sin. You go to heck or hell. And they keep saying all the awful things they're going to do to him, and he has a gun, and finally he shoots himself in the head. It's like, hee.
And I thought he's still a jerk, but I thought there'd be a little story, and the priest would finally be like, "Oh, you know what? I have a silver crucifix, or I have some holy water," and I thought they'd do something fun with that. They could have done something. Could have done something.
There was a couple of scenes they tried doing religious artifact stuff, and none of it worked.
True.
Remember?
Oh yeah, but I just thought he would have it.
Yeah.
So the last two people finally realized maybe if we destroy this cursed box, are we down? I think we're down to them. That's what I have in my notes. Bertha. Bertha's the assistant. That's what I have here. They called her Bertha.
It was Bertha. I thought that. All right, the woman who was left.
Assistant.
I didn't think she was the kitchen assistant. I thought she was the woman on the bike who got run off the road.
I think so. Yes. I think
they did look
Bertha.
very similar though. Basically, the only difference I could tell between them, and this sounds mean, Alice, the kitchen assistant, one of her eyes was a little blinky.
Oh, she was crazy looking. She had crazy face.
Yeah, she looked a crazy face, but like one of her eyes was always like twitching. But I don't think that was on purpose. I just think that's the way she looked. But I was like, okay, that's a little blinky lady. We're forgetting one or two other good kills though.
I think that's all of them.
Oh,
I really do.
So the mother's crazy. Bertha has the idea we need to kill. Bertha is now traveling around with the taxi cab guy.
Yes.
And Bertha's like, we need to destroy this thing, but like just be on the safe side. Let's destroy it in the family's chapel.
Yes.
The taxi cab guy actually has a moment where he's like, after being super cowardly and like being like, we have to let our kid die. The grannies are coming. He's like, run for it. I'll save us time. And he yells,
no time.
Taxi Joe's gonna redeem himself. It's like that scene in Lord of the Rings, like they'll know the true measure of Faramir. And the grannies kill him.
Was that really
She's
what
running
he yelled?
like he yelled something. He didn't yell Taxi Joe, but he yells, at last so-and-so has found his courage. Like he actually has a weird redemptive moment. I'm like, why in this movie full of despicable people does this guy of all people get like a moment of heroism? So Bertha runs through the house. You hear the grannies behind him. She's like, ah! She gets to the chapel where in the chapel is the girlfriend of the woman who was killed at the table.
Yes.
The mom who is just crazy. Yeah.
My notes here say Bertha's with the taxi cab driver. And you saying he was a taxi cab driver tonight, I have no memory that he was a taxi cab driver. It's funny.
That's weird that you wrote that you forgot.
I wrote it.
It comes up a couple times where his wife, the one who's crazy now because she saw her daughter being eaten and then had her other child bite off her fingers. She married him for love, but he is an unambitious taxi driver. And she's like, I'm a Remington. We should marry great people. And you just drive a cab.
Okay.
So he dies.
He dies.
So she runs to the house, to the chapel. She's screaming, let me in, let me in. They finally let her in because like that we didn't mention this. The grannies can pretend to be other people. They can imitate their voices exactly. We could imitate
That's what
you
grannies
exactly. Do. My grannies did that.
Mine too.
And then they're inside the chapel and the grannies are breaking in and they smash the box.
What do they do to it? They just smash it?
I think she really literally breaks it in her hands.
My notes end there.
This is what you just gave up at this point.
I did.
And one of the grannies like just putrefies, and I think the other one's just laying on the floor still because she has no arms and legs.
But they turn back to normal.
Oh, you're right. They do for a brief moment.
How the one got stuck back together again? They got shot in half, I guess.
Maybe that's what happens. And then it's the next day, right? Or the morning.
Yep. The police are taking bodies out.
And some people are still alive. Like the mom is alive, but she's crazy.
True.
And I think the kid is alive, the boy, but he's crazy.
Oh, you did forget one death. They make their way to the kitchen when they're running away, and they find the woman the cook. Her face has been boiled in the pot.
Yep.
There you go.
That was a good time. And some of these scenes were so choppy, and I wonder if there was just stuff that we missed out because it was cut.
Yeah, yeah. I
did check. It is available in its original Belgian. Guess what I'll be watching later? I'll let you know for a future episode. And then we see Bertha driving away. In a taxi.
In a taxi. Not the taxi driver from this movie, but a taxi.
Yep.
And
I actually forgot because I watched a lot of. Yeah.
She rabids out, whatever you want to call it.
She does. Okay. Yeah.
She starts attacking the taxi driver, and
she eats the taxi cab driver guy, and they kind of stop on the road up ahead, and you see that.
Yeah. The end.
The end. All right.
Lacked story, George.
Hey, Tim, this is not the sort of movie that goes for. This is rad. This guy clearly watched Evil Dead 2 and was like, I want to do that film.
Or Dead Alive, if it came out.
Or Dead Alive. Dead Alive, watch Evil Dead 2. It all goes back to Evil Dead.
Dead Alive came out later.
Did it?
Didn't it came out in 90 or so? I forget.
I seem to remember watching that earlier than that. Dead Alive.
I think it's early 90s.
Oh, 92. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nobody saw this. They were saving their money to see Batman a lot next year.
I will tell you, I saw this in my video store a zillion times.
Really? I never heard of this.
The poster does not. The poster has two old ladies who look like zombies and like a little girl in the front being like, oh. And it really doesn't capture the feeling of the movie at all.
No.
Although the grannies do kill. It's like also very bright and colorful. And I don't even know if they're the same old ladies. I think they just got two old ladies like here and just put new photos.
I like some drama. I like they find a room and they draw a pentagram and like we're safe here. And then obviously somebody breaks the circle or somebody's got some holy water.
Oh, you know what? I just watched the other day. Have you seen Weapons yet?
Oh yeah. Long ago.
I just saw Weapons last night, and so a lot of this was getting mixed up with Weapons for me. And when you were talking about that, because there are the lines you can't cross over, and there's also a crazy old lady in that, like a lady monster.
You just saw it.
Yeah.
Lady Monster. Do you recognize who she was?
I know it's Amy Madigan, but I don't know where she's from.
Well, she played John Candy's girlfriend in Uncle Buck.
Oh, in Uncle Buck, yes.
Yeah.
She's been in a few. I saw photos of her, and she looked like younger when she was younger. She looked like Dr. Crusher a little bit to me from TNG.
Okay.
Now we have the part of the show where Tim and George talk about how this movie is like Star Wars and Labyrinth.
We're full of energy tonight. Star Wars. How is this movie like Star Wars? Well, we talked about the saying that the head cook had. We've already gone over it. That this family is like a stillborn calf.
Remind the listener.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm reading my Ariel Bold.
Okay.
This family's like a stillborn calf, smooth on top, but maggots underneath. Similarly, this was cut out of Star Wars, but Obi-Wan had a line cut where he said that Vader is like a stillborn calf, shiny helmet on top, but you look underneath and it's David Prowse. Yeah?
Just like a stillborn calf. David Prowse was the person who physically acted as Darth Vader, for those of you who are not as Star Wars literate as Tim.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Original
And
trilogy.
I like to compare this to 1986's fantasy masterpiece, Labyrinth.
Fantasy masterpiece.
Yep, I've said that like in every show. Now you're having a problem with that? Do you remember there's the old lady in Labyrinth who comes to Sarah in her room and she goes, here's your old bear, Mr. Lancelot. Remember him? Remember, here's your dead gerbil, Frankenstein. Remember, like she got all the shit on her back?
At the end?
She's in her room and then like the room like breaks away and she falls into like the labyrinth again.
Yeah.
She looks like one of the grannies. So that's what I'm going to say.
But that's it?
That's it. Yep. Look, every week it's either some variation on the Bog of Eternal Stench or the fact that Hago looks like RFK Jr. I got to do something different.
You got to wrap it in a little bit of a humorous wrapping.
Tim, I'm not going to take joke advice from you.
Come on.
Old ladies.
Wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, I'll find you.
Revenge.
One of us will die. One of us will die.
I will not let
Revenge? My revenge is short if you want me to go first.
Yeah, go first. I got to make mine up.
The woman who survived, Bertha? Is that her name?
Yep. We decided it's Bertha, yeah.
She fled the country. She went to New York City. She went to New York City. She ended up on the doorstep of Mr. Maxwell Sheffield, and he reluctantly hires her to be his nanny. But at night,
this name and I can't place it up.
At night, she became
Fred Drescher?
a rabid granny nanny because she got old. And she ate all his kids, and she ate Sheffield, and she got 12 Emmy nominations. And after killing everyone in that family, she goes out to have a meal in Little Pakistan. She bites the old lady waiter who's waiting on her and passes the curse on, and she becomes
poor lady. She should have been able to retire.
a rabid Pakistani granny.
Oh my god!
And that rabid Pakistani granny. She goes out to Broadway to see the revival of a musical based on an old comic strip.
First, does she bite a bunch of Pakistani nannies? So there's many Pakistani nannies?
No, just one.
No.
There could be more, but this one goes to see the revival of a musical based on an old comic strip. And she bites the understudy.
Look up this guy, it's Superman.
The understudy of the young star of this show, who happens to be an old lady, an old granny. And she becomes Little Rabid Annie Granny.
Okay.
And Little Rabid Annie Granny goes to Central Park and bites a rat. And now there's a rabid rat on the loose. And this is 1989, so that rat runs into a theater and interrupts the showing of Batman. And that rat bites an old lady on the butt, and that old lady...
Wow, there's so many old... I didn't think old ladies were really the key...
They like Batman.
Audience.
They love Batman.
They like Batman? They're like, that Jack Nicholson is such a character.
They were there for Jack Nicholson.
I love me, that Michael Keaton. You want to get nuts? I love that. I give nuts to my grandchildren.
Well, that rat bit an old lady on the butt, and that older lady...
On the fanny?
Ended up getting a rabid granny fanny.
Rabid granny fanny.
And that is the end. Yeah?
That's good. Good stuff.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. My
Tim,
other jokes are good.
I don't want to be... Yeah, this. I feel like this movie really didn't inspire you.
It did not inspire me. I'm
Oh,
so
that's
sorry.
tough.
No, it did inspire me. I'm always inspired.
Okay, you definitely are inspired to a certain degree, but this inspired you less than, say, Welcome to Cougar Town.
Welcome to Cougar Town. We didn't watch that, did we? Welcome to Cougar Town?
Whatever the fuck that...
Oh, that. Yeah, yes.
That fucking... It was like our 200th episode or some bullshit. You're like, let's watch this garbage fucking advertisement for a school that 60 people have ever watched ever.
But it gave us time. Time to be funny. Loose.
Gave us that's an episode I've never listened to and never will.
I think it's
if I continue with my thing of listening to every old episode, I'll skip that one.
Oh,
yeah.
It hurts.
All right. I mentioned I
Hurts
didn't
like
write
Comic
anything.
Sans.
I was hoping here's the thing. You've explored the thing, like I want you to help me on this, Tim.
Okay.
You said like this just needs to have a sequel. Like
This is the week
yeah, I
that I
want to
can
see a
help.
Rabid Granny sequel. Here's the thing. We never find out who this nephew is that does the Satan thing.
Oh.
Now we could go obvious routes. We could be like, it's Anton LaVey.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Hey.
What's the name? Jason Blood, aka Etrigan the Demon from DC Comics.
Wouldn't that be yeah.
Yep, I went for the human alter ego. There's all these things that we could do, but Ozzy Osbourne. Who
So
else
many
worships
musicians that were worshiping
Satan?
Satan.
I mean, the Rolling Stones had that album, Satanic Majesty's Request or something.
Their version of Sgt. Pepper's.
Sgt. Pepper. Not quite as well regarded.
It's Beatles' version of Pet Sounds.
What was that? Oh, that's what you're saying.
Sgt. Pepper. The
So
Beach
I want to
Boys
see a
version
movie-
of... Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly thought this movie was going to end with like a cameo of some they would have actually got one actor who had a blue link next to their name.
Me too.
Who drives up. So I want you to help me think who would be the one person who comes, my evil plan works exactly
James
as I
Bond.
want.
James Bond would drive up.
Which one?
There you go.
James Bond. Sean Connery?
Sean Connery. So you can do his voice.
I'm going to say Sir Alec Guinness.
Sir Alec Guinness.
He says, I wanted you to have this.
He was never James Bond. Okay. If Alec Guinness played James Bond.
I think he did.
Okay. Your
think it's a
father
secret movie.
wanted you to have this.
Yeah,
Have
it
what?
was the secret James Bond movie. It was called You Only Die 6 Times.
Well, what did he give him? Give Bertha.
It was a
What
VHS
happens?
of the secret. It was a VHS of the secret movie.
What secret movie?
I don't know.
You're shooting it
Yeah,
back
I
to
don't
me?
know. You know what? Okay, here's what he does. He gives her. It's the missing Paul Naschy werewolf movie, the one that was filmed in France.
Oh,
and
yeah.
disappeared. And that's what it was. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about more. Let's end this.
He came in so unprepared.
So unprepared, Tim.
But
Today-
they should do a
today
James
got away from
Bond
me.
supernatural movie. Wouldn't that be great? What if
man.
James Bond had to hunt down a werewolf?
Do you think he'd win?
He'd probably end up sleeping with a woman and she becomes a werewolf. And then he would
that'd
kill
be-
her
yeah.
and he'd say something clever like, I don't know, what would he say once he kills a werewolf he slept with? Something both sexist and witty.
How about this? Must be that time of the month.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, it writes itself.
Now we're canceled. Our worst episode ever.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. But next week.
Did we get mail?
Not when I looked earlier. And now it's still not there.
I appreciate your accent work. Tim,
Next
this
week.
episode is so bad. I want you to actually remove me from every single part I was speaking and
Okay.
replace me with like old cut video, like audio from Kevin Cablasto and or John Kelly.
All right.
It'll make as much sense and it'll
It
contribute
will.
just as much. Yeah.
Come on, I had 2 lists. You had no lists.
I know this.
Oh my God. No list.
I made a mistake. I watched this movie like 4 days ago, like you do. And I wrote to you, I'm like, it's leaving my brain. And I only got to watch part of it today because today just got away from me. There was all these things I was doing. So I just came up with nothing. And then I had yoga right before this because I need to keep spry. And I'm in yoga. I'm trying to like, think of this while I'm doing downward facing dog. But, that doesn't really make you shouldn't be thinking of this movie while you're doing yoga.
Well, go listen to the 100th episode of Movie Mixtape. They talked about The Thing, and it's a much better episode because at the end I send in a voicemail. There
They
you
do
go.
The Thing like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yep. And
Man, imagine if we did good movies.
my voicemail is better than this whole episode. Check it out. But next week, gotta get out of here. We're going to Mexico.
Oh, good one. All right, what is the movie?
I was going to say, George, you want to go to Mexico or Australia? If you go to Australia, you got to pay $2 to rent something on YouTube. You go to Mexico,
Mexico it
it's
is.
free. Okay, $2 is too much.
$2 is
Mr.
too
Moneybags. $2 on YouTube. You don't want to rent. We've
well,
done
let's
that
hear
before.
the movie.
No, you're not going to hear.
I want to hear what the movie is.
No.
I don't want like
Maybe
blah.
we got a few left before the holidays, so maybe I'll choose it.
All right.
We're going to Mexico. You've probably
Mexico,
seen
what is
this.
What
The Batwoman. It's on YouTube. The Batwoman.
is that? I think
It's
I
from
actually
Mexico.
isn't that a Mystery Science Theater one?
I believe they've done it. I've never seen it.
I think I've seen. Is that then?
It's not, she doesn't wear much, George.
Yikes! That's pretty high. This is not the same Batwoman. I
Really?
like this one. Yeah.
It's in color. Right? Color?
Yep.
The Batwoman?
Yeah, the Batwoman, the one I was thinking, the Mystery Science Theater one. Oh, I think that's the Wild World of Batwoman is
Yes,
black and
that's the
white.
other one. They had to change that
This
because
looks-
they got sued.
This looks pretty spicy. She looks like Adam West. Oh,
That's
started
spicy.
playing. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Any lady that looks like Adam West. It looks
That's
spicy.
that's
to
my
George.
That's my thing. Oh man, it's good. It's wrestling.
Now he's got to go to confession.
It's a lady. Well, actually, she has. I'm scrolling through it. She's not appeared like really at all. Oh, it's
We'll talk about it next week.
gonna be good
Wash
stuff.
the taste
The
of this
Batwoman.
episode out of your mouth.
Is it on Tubi?
I thought it was, but I didn't find it lately. I saw it on YouTube. It's
Okay.
got subtitles.
Uh-oh,
Sorry.
we'll have to pay attention.
Charlie.
Well, Miss Scott can have notes again.
Make a list.
Check it twice. Oh my
All
God,
right.
her character's name, Maura Monti, she plays La Mujer Meruselago, which means the Batwoman.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Go your own way. Gypsy. Rhiannon.
This has been a Pity Party Line production.
It's a party line.
Oh, side thing, man. I had this great weird bug in my butt. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to the entire 50 state tour we did right from the beginning.
Really?
I'm
You
like
did
on
not.
episode 2. It didn't. It's gonna take me months. But like on episode 2, there must be like a 5-alarm fire going off in the background of your house. It's just like,
They have to come for everything.
well,
we both
can I tell
know
you?
a fireman.
We do, yes.
He said they're the
Here's-
first that they call, even if it's not a fire.
Yep. Always call the fireman first.
If George has a bug up his butt, he calls the fire department.
And you would be surprised how often that happens. I just
Yes.
like to keep it open just in case, but unfortunately bugs get in.
Yep.